Yo YouTube, how your boys doing? Hope your boys doing good, man. Faded Gents vandaag, I got a crazy one. We're gonna be reacting to how Brenda Fassie'S son, I think his name is Bongani Fassie, how he blew 20 meter, boy. That nigga blew 20 meter. We're gonna be reacting to how he tried that, but I don't even know how that's possible. Like, true, how do you blow that much money? But okay, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna react to that, Faded. And with that all being said, please subscribe. We're trying to get 600 gens. We're trying to get to like a young 600. You feel me? So Faded, let's start what they're talking about.
The son of the late legendary musician Brenda Fassie blew millions of rands of her mother's estate worth more than 20 million rands. Just like someone who did not work for it, Bongani splashed the money like there was no tomorrow. Buying multiple luxury cars, renting expensive villas and apartments, throwing parties and buying substances which he estimated to have spent over 4 million rands on.
4 million.
4 million on a mattress.
However, it all came crashing down.
Well, how do you spend 4 million on substances, gents?
Where he was evicted from his rental apartment to failing to pay school fees for his 2 children. This is the story of how Bongani Fassie blew it. Bongani was born into fame and fortune, being Brenda Fassie's only child. His father, Dumisani Ngubeni, a former band member of Brenda and the Big Dudes, was barely part of his life. His mother believed in him so much she often called him a genius.
The most intelligent son. Everybody says, my son, I mean, everybody is proud of his child. But the son of mine, he's the most precious thing ever.
Oh, miss you so much. I want to say that I love you so.
And as a kid, Bongani became part of a 3-member music group called New Age, together with Chico Twala's son Longwe. Sadly, from a young age, Bongani was exposed to a certain lifestyle that would later haunt him in his adult life. Brenda Fassie lived the life of a rock star. She was a drug user who lived the fast life, and Bongani was exposed to it all. Bongani had a promising career ahead of him in the music industry. He had the talent, together with the privilege of having so many connections in the industry, being the son of Brenda Fassie. Unfortunately, his life took a turn upon losing his mother in 2004 when he was just 19 years old. From this point, the direction of his life took a downward spiral as he struggled with overcoming grief. I slipped into depression a few years after her death. Bongani would start living with a bunch of friends, partying, clubbing, and living the fast life funded by the money he received from his mother's royalties. He started abusing substances, which eventually became one of the factors that led to the destruction of Josie, the hip-hop group he was part of. Meanwhile, there was a battle for Brenda's estate, as there was a lot of issues surrounding it. Firstly, Bongani, together with his manager and lawyers, accused Brenda's former producer, Chico Twala, to have stolen from Brenda's estate, as they believed he had took some of the money he had collected from Brenda's former label, EMI. Chico has in various interviews denied these claims, stating that the people around Bongani at the time, including his manager, misguided him while stealing from him.
A month after Brenda was married, I went to Bongani. Look, this is the money that we've raised. Mom is no more there. You are the only one. If this money is not there, who else will get it? But my advice to you is that invest this money, get the interest. You've got a house, it's paid for. You've got over 11 million, and more millions are going to come of royalties. I mean, your mom's royalties. Make sure good to know the money that was going to sustain.
Hey, boy, 11 million in royalties, gents. I don't think you understand, boy. Artists back then used to shy a lot of money, boy. Like right now, boy, there's not a lot of artists that can have, like in South Africa, like even in Amapiano, boy, there's not a lot of artists in royalties that they're shying 11 meter on, boy. Like there's only a few. In hip hop, there's no artist in hip hop right now that has 11 million rand in royalties as we speak. That's getting 11, boy. There's no, boy. I'm telling you right now, boy. No offense, type shit, but they, boy, it's shy. But yeah, boy, they like artists back then used to chow real life money, boy. Before streaming was a thing, before streaming services was a thing, artists used to chow real life cash, bro. Like I'm
At
telling
the time,
you.
he was working with Lungs, Ghetto Raf, Graham Kilfilling, Abelung. Then Bambi's reciting. But no. The money like with the account lay reserve with Chico, the 12 million whatever. In none of the money. Since it's October, imali eningi aboshiko bayidlile 10 million EMI 10 million there whatever sokutholela about 40 million rent. We were accused of all this. No, so we went to court. No one succeeded in that court because I keep documents. I keep documents. If we get 10 rand, I keep it documenting it 9.
After years of the estate's court battle, the case was finally settled, with Bongani saying, "Everything has been rounded up. I've been laying low and I don't want to go around flashing money because it is my mother's hard-earned money and I don't want to paint a bad picture of her." If only had he stuck to these words, but Bongani would do the opposite instead. Bongani blew hundreds of thousands of rands on luxury vehicles, including 3 Hummers. The first one was 100,000 rands, the second one 200,000 rands, and the third one cost 190,000 rands. On top of that, he personally revealed what he would spend in a month: 70,000 rands on rent, shoes for his girlfriend for around 48,000 rands. He also
Shoes
dropped
for
a
his
bomb
mommy. Bafethu, come on, Joe.
show by disclosing he spent close to 4 million rands on narcotics. A single night out with friends would easily result in 100,000 rands being blown. Taking into consideration the group of friends and girls he lived with and being solely responsible for their upkeep, you can only imagine how much he would spend.
Was running? It was like paying 70K a month. You'd be like, yo, I want to pay 70K, you know what I mean, for this house. And there's a message, like they didn't clean it, do something in that house. And then you're like, dude, everybody's living here for free. Everybody's getting food for free, music for free. The lights are never off, beers every day, man. Everybody's got their own room.
Big mansion, big house. You understand? Big things. Yeah, it was safe. Swimming pool, big studio, Persian carpets, the hair, nice things. Just living a soft life.
While blowing money with girls and his friends, Bongani cut off communication with close family members, and his aunt pointed fingers at Bongani's then manager Lance there as the person who was influencing Bongani. Lance took Bongani away from the family, thinking that we wanted his money. He is cutting me off from Bongani. Bongani had left her at his late mother's house in Beklu, the house he used to live with his friends during the Josie days. Eventually, the money dried up. In 2017, news broke out that Bongani was being evicted from his rental apartment. Fassie'S allegedly over 34,000 rands in arrears after failing to pay his 1,300 rands rent per night at Japheth's apartment, which he turned into a motel. Fast forward a few years later, a source revealed to Zimoja that Bongani was being evicted from an apartment in 4 ways. After failing to pay 17,500 rands in rent, he was squatting with his 2 kids at his friend's house until he made frantic phone calls to Selo Chico Twala, said the source. To make things worse, he was broke to a point that he failed to pay school fees for his 2 kids. The kids have been sitting at home and not going to school since then, and he doesn't seem to care. He keeps saying he is Brenda Fassie's son when we try to talk to him about taking his life seriously, especially for the sake of his children, the friend said.
Yo, that's tough, boy. Look, but that's tough, boy. I don't know, boy, how can you blow that much money off it? Like, this nigga really blew that stuff, but like, he blew that, Joe. Like, at the same time, man, we can't really charge him, bro, because like, we weren't really there with him, dog. You don't know, like, how it feels to have that much money at a young age, and like, he has no parents, so like, number one, he's alone, no family and shit. He thinks the only family he has, he thought they were gonna chow his money, so he basically had no family. He was around the wrong people, boy. Ish. But that's tough, boy. See, that's why you need God in your life, gents. But I don't know if God is not in his life. I don't know. Let me not say that. I don't know. He could have been Christian, but everyone makes mistakes, gents. Let's just hope he learns from that mistake. It's tough, fit, but it is what it is, fit. And gents, if you made it this far, boys, then please subscribe, boy. Like, let's get to 600 subs, you feel me? A young 600, yana. Like, let's touch it there, boy. Let's touch it, yana. You feel me? Let's get it, gents. Love y'all.